I was patient listening to people talking on these meetings, and one issue that worries me, I just want to articulate that issue and say our views, at least how we see the situation from our perspective. When people talk about Russia, Ukraine, I say there is no Russia-Ukraine war at all. There is no Russia-Ukraine conflict. This is war declared by NATO on Russia. The war declared by NATO on Russia is not only for Russia, it's for dominating the whole world. It's for hegemony. This is an agenda developed after the end of the Cold War. They came up with this fantasy about containing Russia, containing any power, small, big, that challenge them technologically, economically, socially, culturally. They have to contain everybody. This defunct ideology, it's a defunct ideology. I say Russia did not do its preparation to face this declared war. Even though Russia was aware about the dynamics of what was going on. NATO is defunct. NATO does not exist. NATO is under intensive care. EU does not exist. EU is under intensive care. Now, 30 years ago, when they decided to contain Russia, they felt that was the major threat for them. China was not considered a threat at that time. Now they know. They missed the point. They couldn't contain Russia. They will never contain Russia. Ukraine is a sacrifice. Ukraine is a price they have to pay. They will not pay it on their own. They will provide billions and billions, even trillions, to continue this war. And now we need to have the narrative straight. This is not war between Russia and Ukraine. This is declared war against Russia because Russia was the major threat at the time. Now they can't dominate the whole world. They have to defeat Russia so that they hegemonize everything. No one should be their equal technologically, militarily they have to be superior, economically they have to control everything, grab every resource here and there, technology under their control. That dream is no more. Now the fighting going in Ukraine is their battleground. That battleground is a sacrifice for them. And we need to put this straight on the record. When a big meeting like this, Russia, Africa is held, people will have to come to a consensus. This is not war between Russia and Ukraine to me. And anyone who has a different explanation will have to tell me. This is war declared on Russia, but declared war for hegemony. The last 30 years we have seen the details of the mechanics of this declared war. This last event is the final phase to me. It will end sometime. NATO will not get out of intensive care. EU will not get out of intensive care. These are systems that are crumbling. It's only a matter of time. And the whole world will have to be prepared not to defend Russia, but stand with Russia so that this hegemonistic idea will not prevail at any point in time in history. How do we design a plan? How do we fail this one without any further cost? They are printing money. They are not manufacturing anything at all. It's printing money. And this has been one of their weapons globally. The monetary system, the global monetary system, controlled by dollar and euro, has been used. Sanctions here, sanctions there, sanctions there, grabbing this account, grabbing that account, has been one of their tools. This is not going to continue indefinitely. And we need a new financial architecture globally, not controlled by euro, not controlled by the dollar, not controlled by other currencies. To me, this failure of the attempt to contain Russia will immediately move to the east. Containing China is their next agenda. They may be playing a very deceptive tactic and trying to tell everyone, oh no, we have to work with China, we have to do this and that. Their miscalculation about China has proved to be wrong. They felt probably they have the technology, they have everything, the Chinese can only copy, they will never equal them. So they will contain Russia but make friendship with China and continue taking advantage of that so that containing Russia will be easier for them to do. Now China is out of control. Containing China from Taiwan, from India, from Japan, from South Korea, from Australia. How do they do it? How will they do it? That challenge is coming next. But first they need to deal with Russia. How are they going to do it?
It's good. Yeah, man. You lift the spirit up, man. All right? So start from the top and read it again for me, bro.
All right,
then we're going to jump.
All right, this is Numbers chapter 23, verse 19. The Most High is not a man that he shall lie, neither the Son of Man that he should repent. Hath he said, and shall he not do it? Or has he spoken, and shall he not make it good?
YAHAWASHI gonna make it good for the nation of Israel. He's gonna be the nation of Israel, the blessing of money. All what you read in Deuteronomy 28 on down to the 15th verse, man, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get every bit of it, man. Every bit of it. Okay? Every bit of it. Give me Sirach 17 and 17, and there's nothing you heathens can do. Stop it. And the Most High is stirring these heathens up to rebel against NATO, your European grip on them. And yeah, that's why Africa's impoverished, because their resources are being stolen. That's why we impoverished, because we went into slavery and we was conquered. We're prisoners of war due to the curse. While this Edomite is ruling, he's going to sustain himself by the sword, man. And the scriptures is accurate, saying that this Edomite was going to do that, man. And this is Esau, Edom's world, man. Earth is given into the hands of the wicked, man. This is his world, man. And if you can't see it, you sleep. Bottom line, give me what you got, bro.
All right, this is Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 17, verse 17.
Go ahead.
For in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people.
He set a ruler over every people. YAHAWASHI set a ruler over every people. So all these nations got a ruler over. Let's see what he said about the nation of Israel. Go ahead, bro.
But Israel is the Lord's portion.
We belong to the Lord, man. We don't belong to nobody else on this planet but the Lord, man. And you Edomites that's in America, you got the Lord's chosen people in captivity. And you have your way with the Lord's people, man. We don't belong to you, man. You're not supposed to be ruling over us, man. You see it? Edomites enjoying the weather. They ride on their motorcycles, man. They doing it without a care in the world. You know how you got a dog and the dog in the car, you let the window down and he stick his nose out and you know then the steers go back and he just let the wind hit him. Like, yeah, that's what he was doing. Having a blast. That's the way Esau's living, man.
Right.
You see? Like a dog hanging out the window and the wind hitting his face. He's living, man. It's sucking in all the air, man. Right. You see, that's how Esau is living, man. But don't worry, man. Don't worry. Don't worry, man. Just keep living your best life, man. Most High gonna snatch it, man. Most High gonna snatch it, man. Toss the top again, bro.
All right, this is Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 17, verse 17. For in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people. But Israel is the Lord's portion.
Israel is the Lord's portion, man. We belong to the Lord, man. We belong to YAHAWASHI. Go ahead, bro.
Whom being his firstborn, he nourished with discipline, and given him the light of his love, he would not forsake him.
Most High ain't gonna forsake us, man. Even though we in this condition, so he gonna make it good. See? See? You can't turn it back, man. You can't turn it back, man. Nothing you heathens can do, man. There's nothing you Edomites can do, man. These nations are rising up against you, man. Okay? And I tell you, brothers, something else concerning what's going on over there in Africa. Yeah, you see, matter of fact, that's it on that, right? I want you to Google say it just like this. Well, it's 14 of them. It's 14 countries. But I want you to say it like this. Does Africa pay to France in taxes? Google that.
So this is in Google, and it says 14 African countries forced by France to pay colonial tax for the benefit of slavery and colonization.
See that? So you got 14 African countries that pay France $1 billion in taxes. And then you will look and say, well, Africa's a third world country. Yeah. That's why. They stealing the resources and they paying $1 billion in taxes to France. Wherever France colonized. You see that? Even though they Hamite, but people don't know about that. Okay? Not everybody knows that it's 14 countries in Africa paying $20 in taxes. Not everybody know that, man. Look at that. And here it is. They upset because Nigeria want to be free. Ukraine want to be free. But they upset because Nigeria want to be free. They don't want to give you no more uranium, no more gold, no more diamonds. You see? And you got NATO, okay? And you got NATO. What is it? The devil. Always doing something. NATO. You got, okay, you got the North Atlantic Ocean, right? There it is right there on the map. So you can see where I'm going with this. You got the North Atlantic Ocean, right? You got Mauritania, right? Yeah, Mauritania, right? Now, I'm going to mention something about that. Let me pull it up. Let me go on my phone. Right? Now, this is concerning NATO. We're done with that. Concerning the taxes. Right? This concerning NATO. Right? Even though France is out there on the news. Right? But you got to look at the big picture. Because France is the one that's being spoken about now. You gotta look at the big picture. Okay? Now you still got that war going on in Sudan. Okay? Still got that war going on in Sudan. You got wars going on in the Congo. Okay? You still got Libya that's unstable. And every coup that happened in Niger, it was caused by America and its special forces. That's why they want this guy up out of there. They want to control them resources, man. That's why they want Abraham up out of there, that general. Okay? The military general. Now, where was I going? Let's see here. All right. Now, you got NATO wants to stabilize the Sahel region. Now, when you deal with the Sahel region, this is what I'm talking about concerning the Sahel region, right? It's highlighted for y'all so y'all can see, right? Okay, you see what you got. You got Mauritania, you got Mali, you got Burkina Faso, you got Niger, you got Nigeria, you got Chad, you got Sudan, you got Eritrea, you got Ethiopia. Now, Nigeria, matter of fact, what I want you to do, what how can I say what nation produces the most oil on the continent of Africa?
North and West Africa's crude oil reserves remain stable in 2021.
Is it Nigeria? Nigeria? See Nigeria there?
It says Libya has the largest amount of crude oil reserve in the
Let me see. Libya, okay. Libya and Nigeria. So now, you see why, and I want to say, get myself together. Let me get myself together. Let me see. Ghana. I want to say Ghana got oil too. But you got Libya, you got Nigeria, and I want to say Ghana got oil. Now, the Sahel region, NATO wants to stabilize that region, which I just showed you, which is highlighted, which I'm gonna show you again, right? And you got what is that? Senegal there too. You see? Let me see if I can. All right. There you go. There go another map. So you see what you got? So you got NATO. You got NATO want to stabilize that Sahel region, and you got NATO presence in Mauritania. Okay. And what is happening is France is being kicked out of Nigeria, and they already been kicked out of Mali, which I did a video on that a while ago concerning the Wagner group and Russia that was in Mali helping France get out of there. Now, you got the Nigerian people holding Russian flags and saying, look, Russia never colonized us. Okay? That's what they saying over there. Russia never colonized us. We ride with them. Alright? So, that's the Most High using your brethren, you Edomites, using your brethren from the Far East, the Russians, with the setup to bring you down, man. They gonna lead the charge, man. Everybody else gonna follow suit. Now, like I told y'all before, y'all been following our videos. I told y'all before, these Edomites gonna be fighting over resources, and it's more and more evidence, man. They gonna fight over resources, man. You see, they gonna fight over resources, man, and that's what they doing, man. And Russia got a lot of resources, man. And they sitting on the resources in Ukraine, man. That's why they able to give Africa that grain like that. Now, what I want you to look up in Google, did Russia forgive Africa debt? Yeah, debt.
Moscow has forgiven 23 billion debt owed by African countries, such as president.
Now you see that? Read that. Let them see that. Let them see that. Now France is taking dollars in taxes from 14 African countries.